Hello everyone, and welcome to another saucy video from JayFx House. And on today's video, we're going to be covering 5 things you should know before trading SMC. Now, I know a lot of you have been expecting this video, so I've been seeing the comments on the Telegram channels, recommendations of videos. And if you do have any other recommendations or any videos you'd like us to go through, go straight to the comment section and drop that below, and I will take a look at that. All right, so this was a video from one of our subscribers who suggested I, give my criteria of anyone who wants to learn SMC. What do I think that person should know, or what idea should you have coming into SMC? So I decided to go through this video and give you guys my best opinion. Okay, so these are opinions based of experience, not what I read online. I've been trading SMC for the past 4 years, so I'm going to be using my experience and how much I've grown in SMC to give you guys my own narratives of what you should know or what you should understand by SMC. All right, so before we go into that, if you are not in our Telegram community, you can check the description below. There's a link that will direct you to that, and you can join us where I share my daily analysis and also share other educative stuff for you guys to improve your trading. And you can also join us over there. We are also more active with the subscribers, and you can ask me questions or give me a DM personally. Okay. All right, so let's get to it. So this is the topic we will not be using charts on, but instead we will be using a different tool for the first time actually. So I'll be explaining to you what you should know about SMC or what concept you should have coming into SMC using this diagram which you have right here. So SMC is also known as, this is institutional trading. All right, so this is supposed to be one of the topics in the private mentorship, but I decided to do this openly so everyone could also know or have that mindset when coming into SMC. So here we go. Smart money concept. First of all, what you should know is smart money is not a method of trading. Or as you can see, smart money is a concept, not a method. So what do we mean by method? Or what do we mean by concept? I know some of you are getting confused already. No need to get confused. Maybe probably after the explanation, you would understand what I mean by smart money is a concept and not a method. A lot of people, a lot of traders today who are doing SMC are finding it very, very difficult, to understand SMC because of their mindset coming into SMC. Now, I've communicated with a lot of subscribers, and I've also done surveys on this community multiple times, and I've used this to boost and enhance my studies on SMC and also get the right topics or reference to SMC. So SMC is a concept. What do I mean by a concept? Well, SMC is basically a concept coming from institutional trading. All right, this is not institutional trading. This is far from institutional trading. This is just retail trading. All right, so SMC is just a concept. I think a group of people put together and using different approach to form a more simplified method of trading. All right, so SMC is a concept, not a method. Now, what do I mean by a method? A method is when you put multiple concepts together to form a unique pattern which you use to trade. Now, these concepts could be technicals, fundamentals, sentimentals, whichever you want to call it. But those concepts, those analysis put together is called a method. When you frequently use that, you use a particular method to trade. Okay, SMC is just a concept based on technical analysis. You can't just use just that to make money on Forex. All right, so you need to understand that this is not going to make you millions of money. This is not going to make your trading easier. This is only going to make your technicality simplify. All right, there's no easy in trading. Keeps getting understandable, and that is all SMC is about. All right, SMC is not here to make trading very easy for you. It's just here to simplify those stuff. All right, so SMC is a concept of technical, not fundamentals. It doesn't cover that aspect, so you also have to know how to deal with fundamentals and how to understand correlations as well. Now, secondly, we move to SMC is different from supply and demand. Now, a lot of people get this confused. I know some guys say, I studied supply and demand. and now I'm using SMC. And some say, you're just being dumb. That's because those concepts are literally the same thing. No, no, that's wrong. In my opinion, that's wrong because what I see as supply and demand is not SMC. What I see as smart money concepts are those concepts I used to trade. All right. Now, me looking for a POI and then seeing a demand zone is supply and demand. I don't know if I don't know how much I could break this down to make it more simple for you, but what I'm trying to say is the whole concept of looking for supply and demand just below or above a liquidity zone or an inducement is actually smart money. That's being smart. All right, that's playing like a smart guy. Smart money literally means, those institutions that manipulate the market in a smart way. So they call them smart money because they use their money to play smart. So they call them smart money. Now, following that concept, which those guys create, is called smart money concept. Supply and demand is a method. Supply and demand is a system of trading. Supply and demand is a different method, which is a concept that was brought into smart money. It's one of the concepts in looking for a smart money POI. All right, not a smart money entry, because we do have smart money entries, we do have smart money on the higher time frame, we do have smart money on the lower time frame. That's how complex smart money can go. All right, but it makes these methods, this approach of looking for a demand zone simple. That's smart money on supply and demand. All right, so these are two different concepts. These are two different methods of trading. But if you don't understand this, it's going to cause a lot of damage when you've gone far in trading. And even if you've gone far in smart money concept, this video is here to help you break down those stuffs to make smart money a lot easier for you from today. Okay. Now let's move over to the third one. You can drop your questions on the comment section. I'll go through them, comment on them, and also we can have a discussion on the community in the Telegram channel. All right, so smart money. Number three, we move to smart money is the most complex psychological concept of trading. So Len, yes, this is 100% true because one, why I say this is smart money is all about being smart. All right, so it's all about being smart. I know trading is being smart. Trading is studying. Studying makes you, studying gives you knowledge, and helps you boost being smart. But studying also makes you smart, 100%. But smart money is kind of like being smart in a cunning way, right? Because you're trying to trick yourself. This sounds complex, right? So you see how much damage this could do to your psychology. You see why I say this is the most, because I, for one, know how to trade Wyckoff. I also do know how to trade Elliott Wave. I also do know how to trade um, SNR. I also do know how to trade harmonic patterns. All right, these are concepts I've learned in technical analysis. That's how far or how deep I go in technical analysis. And I also know how to use smart money concepts. Now, for one, I could tell you throughout my studies on technical analysis on price action, smart money was the most complex of all because smart money has to deal with you being smart, like literally. Why call LFA is just you being loyal to a particular concept, which you can see multiple times the more you practice them, all right? But smart money is not just that. Smart money adds you being smart because if you are not smart enough, you're going to get losses in a particular way that's going to affect your mentality. And how is that? That's you getting stopped out and price still going in your direction. Like I can tell you for one, if Wyckoff is invalidated, you can see some pullbacks that could give you a re-entry on a reaccumulation or a redistribution. That gives you the mentality that you could be wrong, but at the same time still joining the trend. But that's something that smart money takes away from technical, analysis because what you have to now do is once you get it validated on smart money, you have to decide if it's just a stop point or a change in character, or just price just getting you off the way. Now, these are complex situations which can affect you mentally. So if you're choosing a concept in technical trading and you're having issues, dealing with, you're not that kind of guy, you're not that cunning because you have to also outsmart yourself. That is you doing what you're supposed to do. That is you looking for your POIs on trading, and then also think, what if I'm wrong? What if I'm actually picking a trap? That's what smart money does. That's what smart money can do to you when you're analyzing. But on Wyckoff, all you have to think of is, am I picking an accumulation or a distribution? You see how simple that sounds? But a lot of people see smart money as the most simple concept you could learn. Yeah, its method are simple, but it affects your psychology. It affects your psychology really deep, that you have to pay attention to each detail you pick on your chart. So you have to be mentally ready for a concept like this when you're coming into it, all right? Because if you don't, you're going to get confused. Along the way, you might be making progress, and later on, your psychology shifts in a way you don't even really notice, and then you start seeing yourself doing the wrong thing, and at the same time thinking you're right. And then you keep losing money along the way, and as sad as that can be. So smart money is a very psychological concept, and I pray you are ready, or you do have some mental strengthening method you use, because I do yoga and some other stuff, to keep the stress away, because this can be really frustrating, trust me. But at the same time, it's one of the most educative concepts you can learn in technical analysis, because it teaches you stuff mentally. So let's move to the next one. We have smart money concept works with other technical methods of trading. Yeah, this is the best part of smart money, because smart money is a concept, that brings multiple system of trading together, that could also help you understand those methods individually. Now, what do I mean by this? Now, smart money is a concept that has a little bit of Wyckoff, ICT, Elliott wave, a little bit of everything in it. You can mix anything you want in it. That's because, one, smart money can manipulate whichever market they want to, and can also manipulate whichever method they want to. It could be an accumulation, and at the same time, say, a stop hunt into a U-turn. That could give you a very strong confirmation that could, relax, your expectations. Now, what do I mean by this? Smart money helps you to understand each method in a more simple way. Now, smart money just has a little bit of that and makes it so useful that you don't even need to know Wyckoff 100% to know how to use the AMD. Now, this is one of the ways, one of the abilities smart monies can have, which you can't see on Wyckoff, you can't see on Elliott Wave, you can't see on ICT, and you can't see on any of these other technical aspects, okay? So one of the best methods of trading, one of the best technical aspects of trading you could have is understanding smart money, because this helps you to really understand how to use a lot of concepts. This was one of the ways I was able to understand Elliott Wave, Wyckoff, and the rest. Now, moving on to the next, we have smart money concept works on any trading system. Yeah, smart money is a technical method actually that doesn't really need you to be on a particular chart to know what you're doing. Now, there are some strategies which are built on some certain pairs. Like you see gold, there are a lot of strategies which you can use, be it indicators, be it following price actions. There are a lot of strategies that work best when they're being used only on gold. Some only on Forex, they don't really work well on stock, they don't really work well on SL. Sorry, they don't really work well on crypto, stuff like that. But one thing is for sure, SMC works everywhere. All right, I do trade stock, I do trade crypto, I do trade Forex, and I'm moving into the synthetic as well. I'm just doing this for fun, I have all I want on Forex, but it's fun knowing and exploring the differences between these systems. But what I can tell you for sure, 100% out of experience, smart money works perfectly on any method you want to use. All right, be it any system you want to use, be it crypto, be it Forex, be it stock, synthetic. Learning smart money concepts can be used very well on any of those markets, okay? Now, the last but not the least, we have smart money gives you the best trading in the system. Now, and a lot of you have been thinking, and some of you who are just going into SMC, coming into SMC because of the way you see the profit screenshots and stuff like that. Yes, smart money is that beautiful, all right? So I've done Wyckoff, I've done all those methods, and I can tell you for a fact, smart money is the only trading system that will give you 1 to 300, 1 to 600. It's very possible, all right? It's 100% possible. It's just as deep as wide as you can be. But some traders, position traders, I can tell you for a fact, will mix a little amount to gain much in 6 months, 7 months using smart money on the monthly time frame. That's how bad as this can be. You can get an entry on the monthly and get an SL on the 1 hour time frame. And that's like, just 20 pips SL against 1,000 pips. That's how wide smart money can be. All right. I don't think you can see that in any trading system at all, be it using just technicals, using just fundamentals, using any of those stuff. I don't think you can get that much accuracy without smart money. All right. So now in conclusion, all I can tell you guys is this. Smart money is a concept. All right. Smart money, it doesn't matter if you're using smart money on Elliott Wave, using smart money on Wyckoff, any of those technical methods as well. It doesn't matter if you're mixing SMC with any of them. One thing you should know for sure is smart money is a concept of trading, which still requires an additional information or an additional concept to form a method. And be it any technical method you use, I could tell you for a fact, smart money is one of those you don't need an indicator for. All right, smart money is that concept which, when you need an indicator, is for a minor purpose, not one of the major reasons why it works. Okay, so smart money is a method that could give you that wild understanding of Forex, crypto, stock, any of those guys. All right, just by knowing a little information and using it properly. And you can best use smart money when you have a proper trading method. Now, this brings us back to the first topic which we had, which was smart money is a concept, not a method. Now, before you can make smart money a method, you have to understand that you need some certain criteria, which are: one, risk management. All right, smart money without risk management is being dumb. That's dumb money. All right, because you can make 20,000, 10,000, 5,000, but the next loss you have is 10 times what you just made. That's dumb money. We call that dumb money. That's smart money in a dumb way. So smart money without risk management is not a method. That is just dumb money, right? Because you're going to lose it all. And then you're going to still keep repeating the cycle over and over again. But now adding risk management to smart money doesn't just do the magic, all right? It makes the stress easier, but that doesn't mean you would have that satisfaction you're looking for. So smart money is a complete method when you have risk management and the trading plan with it. Because what I can tell you for sure is smart money is not smart without a trading plan. Because as I told you guys earlier, smart money is all about being smart. So you need a plan to be smart. Having that plan built on what you do is what makes smart money works. All right, these are some of the secrets you won't see on any chart, because these are not things you outline on the charts. These are things you have on your mentality, which brings us back to number 3. So you see why I have this arrows connected to all this stuff, because this is a mindset you have to understand. Smart money is all about being smart, which means your trading plan has to be smart. All right, so let me give you an example. This is like saying I'm a part-time trader, and let's say I'm giving an example though. I do trade full-time, but let's say I'm a part-time trader, and I do a 1 to 3, or let's say a 1 to 5 daily. That's my target. All right, that's my plan. And I also work a 5-hour job, and that's like, let's say in the morning, which is my time, is known as London section. So in the afternoon, I'm free, and I'm looking for 1 to 5. All right, this is me putting my plan together for someone who is working in the morning and being free in the afternoon, and this doesn't really need risk management yet. All right, so first of all, I have just understood my comfort zone, and I've placed a method around it which can help me get what I want. So secondly, how do I get the 1 to 5? All right, so I do understand that I just have few hours to look for that, and one section is already gone. So being smart will be understanding the price action of the previous section, which was just concluded, to understand where price will be heading next. Now, after you've understood the directions of the trend from the higher time frame, Moving down to the lower time frame, your next focus should be on the price action of the previous section we just concluded. Okay. Once that has been understood, you're good to go. You're good to place that smart money concept of looking for a POI within a particular zone. All right, seeing another block at that zone, spotting your inducement, and then you could wait for your reaction and trade. Now, trading, that is where your risk management comes in. Now, I got my POI, I've gotten my reaction, but what if this goes wrong? What should I do? This is where risk management got your smart money covered. So which means you're risking on this 1 to 5, you're risking just 20% of your account. So if you make this trade, you're going to make 5% of what you risked, which is 100% of your original account because you're risking 20%. I'm just giving an example. I'm not telling you to go risk 20% of your account on a single trade, but this is just an example, okay? Don't be dumb. Well, that's being smart, right? If you lose, you lose just 20% of your account, which means you have 5 more times to go before the account is blown. This is being smart. This in general, which I just put together, is known as smart money concept. This will bring us to the conclusion of today's section, okay? So I just hope you have learned something from this. Next week, Saturday, we would have a new episode posted on the YouTube channel. So do give us a subscribe and ring that bell to get notified, okay? Thank you all for watching, and do join our Telegram community in the description below. See you next time.